I am just so disappointed in myself. My first cooking video, and I messed it up. Today we are making vegetarian kefta. It's kind of like falafel, but not with chickpeas. We're going to be using red lentils and some spices and some other fun ingredients. We're going to bake them, and then they're really good to put in sandwiches or on top of salads, and we'll see how it goes. We need to soak some lentils, and I have already taken the liberty and I have soaked some lentils. In my infinite wisdom, I didn't know that lentils expanded, and because it was about up to here in lentils, I filled the rest up with water, left it in the fridge overnight, and now this is what we have. But these are red lentils. They were dry red lentils. Now they're wet red lentils. Let's drain these and set them aside and keep going. So that's what they look like. If you don't know what red lentils look like, that's what they look like. I like to use red lentils a lot because they're sort of nutty and a little bit sweet. Very, very mild flavor. If you've never had them before, super mild flavor. Just, it's a good source of protein. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we are going to basically cut up a red onion, some garlic. We're gonna grab some tomato paste. We're gonna use cumin and paprika. And I'm gonna cut up some cilantro, some fresh cilantro, because I am a hoe for cilantro. And if you're one of those people who, when you eat cilantro, it tastes like soap, I truly, truly feel bad for you. Let me know in the comments if you like cilantro. It's a very controversial ingredient. So that's essentially all we're gonna need. So I'm gonna cut up the produce and get our spices. Then we're gonna put it all into a food processor. This is kind of big. I'm only going to use half, and then I'm going to use the other half for dinner this evening. So it doesn't really matter how fine we chop this because it's going to go in the food processor anyway. So just like getting it into small, rough chunks, totally fine. Also, I never went to chef school, so if I'm cutting this incorrectly, I don't know, come for me in the comments. One more for good measure. So the next thing you want to do is preheat your oven. You should probably do that actually before you chop the stuff, but you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, or if you live in a country where your measuring system actually makes sense, that's 176.7 degrees Celsius. I live with somebody who's over 6 feet tall, and I can't reach any of the stuff in our house. I'm just gonna put this over here for now because struggles of not having enough counter space. Now we're gonna put the lentils into the food processor. We got a few casualties. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna blend all of these together. We don't want like a hummus consistency. We want it to be kind of like chunky and thick. This is my first time ever making this, by the way, so this could actually fail. I forgot the cilantro. Why did you let me forget the cilantro? Cilantro stems have a ton of flavor, FYI, it's not just the leaves. The leaves I am gonna save mostly for a garnish, but I am going to throw a few of them in there as well. You can see it's quite chunky. Now we are going to grease our muffin tin, but we're not making muffins, we're just making little patties, because that's an exciting thing to watch, am I right? Just pure content gold. I don't have cooking spray, so I'm just going to line it with some olive oil. Ooh. Oops. Now that we are nice and lubed up, I am going to put some of the mixture. Oh, I just got olive oil all over my camera. Oh, hold on. I should quit. I should quit. I apologize for not having the cool, like, bird's eye view camera setup. Right now, my camera is on 2 bottles of vitamins, so it's a little bit precarious. Anyways, I am going to be using a tablespoon to scoop the mixture into these cups, get it like all even, and then I'm just gonna gently squish them down to like flatten them, because we're gonna want a patty, sort of like a patty shape. We're not here for aesthetics. We're here for realistic kitchen videos. Anyways, I'm gonna get scooping. I know that people don't really use Pinterest, but for me, it's where I find all of my recipes that I'm using, and so the person who actually published this recipe is going to get credit. I'll put their name here in this video, and I will also link it down in the description. Here we have our patties to be. Now we're gonna put them in the oven for 14 to 16 minutes. Oh, hot. I have to wait 15 minutes, but for you guys, let's just go check on them. They don't look any different. Just looking at my sink and the dishes, it looks like there was a rave involving lentils. You guys, I got so excited that I didn't add the spices or the tomato paste. I am such a freaking idiot. Swear to God, I don't know what just happened. I'm gonna make a sauce with the tomato paste and the spices so that eventually we're gonna get everything in there. But I just feel like such an idiot. God damn it. Oh, I feel so stupid. Into the bowl. Come on. Ooh. Paprika. This is what they look like right now. It looks like they're not really stuck to the side, and it looks like they're pretty stuck together, so I'm not worried about them falling apart really. It's gonna be a little bit of an adventure getting them out. I'm still working on trying to make this sauce edible. I'm gonna put some garlic powder in it and some onion powder and play around with the spices a little bit. Let's see what happens. Honestly, it smells like pizza sauce. Yeah, parsley would be great if I had any freaking parsley. Do a little. It's not good. If I put a little vinegar and a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there, that'll make it worse. A little. Ooh, that was a lot. Shit. Honestly, it's weird, but it's not the worst thing I've ever tasted in my whole life. It's not bad. I probably wouldn't ever eat it again. It's weird. It's like tangy now. This is an awful video. This is what it looks like. It's kind of like falling apart. Let's not look at that. Some of the sauce on it. We'll put some cilantro on top. And that is the final product, my friends. But does it taste good? Alright, the moment of truth. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in there. But you can see it stays together pretty well, even though I didn't put anything else in this besides lentils and onion and garlic. Honestly, for not following the recipe at all, that's pretty damn good. Anyway, the recipe will be linked down below. Please follow it. That was a fun little experiment. If you like this video, give it a like. Leave a comment on what you thought of my sad attempt at making a kefta vegetarian. If you made it this far, thanks for sticking around. I am so sorry that everything was all over the place and I forgot everything, and I'll see you in the next video and I'll try not to mess anything else up.